In this isolated village, some wrinkled fossil lady says she already knew twins were about to be born, and tells the mother not to give birth yet because they have to wait for sunrise. The nurse thinks that is complete nonsense, but the old hag does not care at all, because those kids are going to be able to control the Tsugai, since they ended up being born split between day and night. 16 years later, the blonde kid grew up and became a hunter. Yuru heads back to the village riding his horse, while Danji is already yelling at him for sneaking out alone again, saying he would be screwed if he got hurt out there in the mountains. Yuru says he is fine because the directional guardians always protect it. The two head back to the elder Yamaha, and Danji's mom is already trying to put him to work, but the kid yells he was not born to be a corporate slave and runs off. The blonde asks if Asa is doing okay, and Grandma says she is doing her duty like always. So he goes to visit her. That was Yuru's twin sister, locked behind bars carrying out some mysterious duty. He tells her he caught a pheasant today, but what he really wanted was to catch a deer. Yeah, this dude wilding. He says food might run low in winter, so they need to get more meat, salted, and feed everyone. Asa asks if the older villagers will have to work in the underworld, and if Yuru will have to go too, but the main character snaps, saying that will never happen. He trained to be a great hunter, so he would never have to go to the lower world, and he will not disappear like their parents. As long as Asa is there, he will stay in the village protecting her. After that, Danji's mom shows up saying Mr. Dara has arrived. He is a merchant from the village who brings stuff from the underworld for the people, and says things outside are getting worse, with everyone getting sick. He asks if Yuru needs anything, but before the kid even answers, he already knows he wants something for Ace. After that, Danji says he is jealous because he also wants to leave the village, but suddenly they start hearing a noise, thinking it is dragons roaring, and it keeps getting louder like it is getting closer, until out of nowhere someone causes a massive explosion that completely destroys the barrier of Higashi village. A huge airplane and two helicopters show up, and the two of them say it is their first time seeing a dragon. Grandma Yamaha says this is really bad because the barrier has been broken. They must be after Yuru, so they need to hide him immediately. The villagers start getting wiped out, and Danji screams that his mom has to still be alive. The two run upstairs and run into two soldiers, who do not even get a chance to react before taking an arrow from Yuru. Danji almost gets hit by those weapons they do not even understand, but they look deadly as hell, and they knock both of them out cold with a kick. Blonde girl jumps out of the helicopter and walks up to greet the villagers, but with just a flick of her hand, she slices the first one in half. Another quick bite destroys the second, and the poor people start getting wiped out one after another with zero chance to fight back. She even notices the little girl's mom was overworked and decided to do her a favor by letting her head take a vacation away from her body. Down below, a woman is dragging old lady Yamaha like a trash bag, and the moment she sees little Asa, calls her disgusted and blows everything up, sending the poor thing straight to hell in a blink. Yuru shows up desperate, calling out Asa's name, and the assassin tells her brother she is right there, says she came to take him and kill everyone in that village, but the blonde kid is completely confused and says a monster like her could never be his sister. He tries to shoot an arrow at her face, but she just destroys everything. Asa apologizes, saying she only meant to destroy the arrow and is still not used to her power. The little souvenir falls and rolls into the blood of child Asa, and a blood monster appears grabbing the adult's arm. The old lady yells for Dara to grab Yuru and run, and the old man immediately takes him to escape through the underworld before they get caught, leaving everything behind, including Danji and his mom, who was barely hanging on. The helicopters start searching for the two escaping through the secret path, but the kid stops to ask what is going on and almost gets shot in the face to learn faster. Dara fires back, but runs out of ammo and says if that giant set of teeth comes back, they are done for. Yuru is losing it, not knowing if Asa is dead or alive, asking who that psycho was that wanted to kill everyone, since nobody did anything to deserve that. But Dara says there is no time to explain and tells him to use the directional guardians. He just had to place it into the gap between the rocks, but the main character is still completely lost, says the hole is clogged with junk, and that is his own fault for never cleaning it. The soldiers order them to capture the boy and eliminate the other, but the moment Yuru fits the amulet in place, Dara slams his face into the ground and the kid gets pissed, but the blood lands exactly where it needed, and before the soldiers can shoot, a blinding light hits them. The helicopters start getting crushed and nobody understands what is happening. Two yellow monsters are tearing them apart and eating them like they are toy helicopters. So Dara grabs the kid and gets him out before they get crushed by the debris. Gabby is in disbelief because she just lost her ride home. She could not care less about the soldiers. Her only problem is that walking down the mountain is annoying, and tells her monster to calm down, saying those must be someone's Tsugai, hoping they are weak. Down below, a guy called Right says their new master is just a kid, but a girl called Left says it does not matter if it is a kid or an adult, they must obey their master. Then Dara explains people call them spirits, demons, monsters, cryptids, demons, or dyads, and tells Yuru those are his Tsugai now, beings that will fight with their lives to protect him.